Alright, step 2 of drawing our 3D model. I have my rectangle on my screen. If I click on my view cube, this view cube is going to be very important to you throughout your Autodesk experience. I have my home view, which is that little house. I like my house. I click on there and it shows me, puts it in basically an isometric view. It puts it so you can see the whole model, and it puts it so it fills up the screen. I can also, look at the front view. I can look at the top view, which doesn't do us much good when we have a shape because there isn't any depth to it. So I'm just going to click on my home view. Now, what we see them do in the video after they finish the sketch is they extrude it. So we're going to extrude. Simply click on extrude. That fills up too much space. So I'm going to click on my house and get it so the whole thing's in the screen. I can extrude it in direction 1. Direction 2 goes the opposite way so that my sketch is on the surface. I can have symmetrical, so half of it goes direction 2, half of it goes direction 1. Whichever way you want to do it is okay. Over here, you can change how big it is. I can go 10 millimeters, I could go 100 millimeters, and that makes it gigantic. Zoom out, it's really tall. I don't think I want it that tall. I'm going to make it 10. Then I'm going to click OK. Click on my house, and there's my nice rectangular prism. Now we need to put a cylinder on the rectangular prism. The way you do that is create 2D sketch and then decide where you want to put that cylinder. Do I want it on this surface? Do I want it on this surface? Do I want it on this surface? I'm going to put it right here. Flips it around so I can see it in a nice two-dimensional view instead of in that three-dimensional view because I am creating a 2D sketch. I'm going to come up here to circle. Again, there are 2 circle options. I just want center point. Circle center point. I come down here, I click one time, and I drag. At this point, you could enter the number 5 and have it exactly the size you want, or you can do that after you've drawn it. So I'm going to show you that way to dimension it after the fact. So simply click on some random number and then right click. So this is the first time I'm asking you to use right click. If you right click, you can say OK and you can be done drawing circles. I'm going to click on dimension, click on the edge of the circle, drag it, click, and now I can specify how large I want that circle. I'm going to type 5, hit enter, and it did something wild. It did something that bothers you a lot, bothers me a little bit, but I know how to fix it. So it shot that circle off the edge of my sketch plane. I want it to be in the middle of this rectangle. I'm still on dimension. So I'm going to click on the edge of the rectangle and a random point on the edge of the circle. And then I'm going to drag it up here and click. I'm going to enter 5. Now I'm going to do the same thing with the top edge. So I'm going to click on that edge, random edge on the circle, drag it, click, 5, enter. Now my circle is where I want it to be on the face of that rectangular prism. So I'm going to hit Finish Sketch.